is no me without you. No me without you. There is no me without you. No me without you.
Can the body live without the spirit? Ask your neighbor, can the body live without the spirit? I can hear you. I can hear you. All right. The body that lives without the spirit, how is it called? Somebody in the crowd can tell me the answer.
A dead body.
Another man?
A body without spirit is without life.
It's without life. So that kind of body, they call it what? Huh?
Dead body without life.
So we all are dead people. Tell your neighbor, we all are dead people. We are Christians without faith. The body that exists without air, without the spirit, is called what? A corpse. A Christian that lives without faith is called what? The body without the spirit actually is a dead body. A Christian without having faith. When I mean a Christian, everyone can profess with his mouth, I'm a Christian. So I won't judge you for that. But if you have no faith and you profess, I'm a Christian, I'm a child of God, you are simply lying to yourself. You are simply lying to yourself. What is faith? Faith is a spiritual force that grows within the heart of a man. It's an issue of the heart. Faith is a spiritual force that grows within the heart of a man through studying the word of God day and night. That is faith. Faith is not written on the face. It is something of the heart. Now, where is your faith? How can you show people or tell people, I have faith? Let's go to the book of James. James chapter 2, verse 14 through 17. I read in the Spirit of the Lord. My friends, what good is it for one of you to say that you have faith if your actions do not prove it? Can that faith save you? A question. Verse 15. Suppose there are brothers or sisters who need clothes and don't have enough to eat. What good is there in your saying to them, God bless you, keep warm and eat well, if you don't give them the necessities of life? Verse 17. So it is with faith. If it is alone and includes no actions, then it is dead. If it is alone and includes no actions, then it is what? I can hear the church. If you look at verse 15, our proof text, can everybody look at that verse? Our proof text, verse 15. Suppose there are brothers or sisters who need clothes and don't have enough to eat. What good is there in your saying to them, God bless you? Viewers, it's a question. Suppose you have your friends around you and they are sick, they are poor, they are rejected, and you have the means to help and assist them, and you instead tell them, God bless you. That is our life today as believers. We have come to understand that a believer is he who goes to church, read the Bible, and knows the Bible. We have come to understand today that a believer is he who goes to church, read the Bible, understand the Bible, and maybe be in one of the groups of the church. Therefore, you are a believer. We have come to the era where for someone to be charismatic in prayer, knows how to read the Bible, and maybe leads a group in the church, makes the man a man of faith. That is our belief today. Are you a man of faith? Yes. Prophet, I'm a man of faith. What makes you a man of faith? You say, I'm the president of our group. I'm the vice president of the prayer group. I am the leader of the church. No. A man of faith is different from a man of prayer. A man of faith is different from a man of prayer. Just like a living man is he that has the air to breathe. A child of God must be he that possesses faith. And how do you show your faith? How do you prove to God that you are a child of faith? How? Let me start by saying this. To see your life of faith in action is to see your life of giving in action. To see your life of faith in action is to see your life of giving, helping, wiping tears from people's eyes in action. There are many of us, we say we are men of faith, but we add pains into people's lives. We torment people because of your position in the church, because of your position in the nation, your position in the society. You are tormenting people. And on Sunday, you find yourself in the church, and you even have a seat in the church. And you say you're a man of faith. There are a lot of us. We have chairs, positions. We have seats in the church. If you are not in the church, that seat is empty for you. But you oppress people. You humiliate people. A man of faith takes away pains from people's life. Move to your neighbor. Say, neighbor. A man of faith does not afflict people with pains, with sorrow. A man of faith takes away pains, sorrow from people's life. Thank you very much. A man of faith does not afflict people with pains, with sorrow. Rather, a man of faith takes away. To prove your faith, you must prove your action of giving towards God. Faith is different from prayers. There are people back home, cross in your parlor, cross in your room, a cross in the kitchen, a cross in the bathroom, but you cannot help people. But everywhere in your life, cross, 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 cross. Who are you deceiving? There are people back home, as you enter their houses, all the translations of the Bibles. In the parlor, in their rooms, in their cars, we have Bibles. We have stickers all over their houses, stickers on the car, stickers at their doorpost, stickers at their gate. No faith. Who are you deceiving? You are deceiving yourself. Take all the stickers back home. Take everything back home. Without faith, you are deceiving yourself. And what is faith? Faith is the life that takes away pains from people's life. Faith is that life that takes away sorrow from your neighbor's life. Faith is that life that wipes away tears from your friend's eyes. That is faith. Faith is not prayer. A man can pray but does not have life of faith. To have prayer life does not mean you have faith life. They are two different lives. You are here. Who can stand in your family and be proud that you helped him or her? But you're a child of God. Who can stand back home and say, because of Boris, I am where I am? Who can be glad to openly testify because of you? No one. But you have faith. No, you are deceiving yourself. That is why you pray. Your prayer cannot be answered. Back in the church, you say you have faith. When have you come ordinary day to clean this church as a member? None. You are deceiving yourself. Many of you are in your churches. When have you picked a broom to clean the church which you worship? None. No day. You are deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. When have you said, no, I'm a man of faith? And man of faith means man of giving, not man of prayer. What have you contributed back to your churches where you are born again? Nothing. But you're a man of faith. The only thing you know as a man of faith, I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive. A man of faith does not receive. A man of faith gives. A man of faith does not depend on I receive. Tell your neighbor, a man of faith does not depend on I receive. He depends on I give. That is the church of God today. I receive. I receive. I receive. Yes, Papa. Yes, Mama. You can't do that here. You are deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. There's a difference between prayer life and faith life. Many are praying, but not all have the faith life. Prayer life must go along with faith life for you to move mountains. Prayer life must go alongside with what? I can't hear the church. In order to do what? They look at us today. Where are we going? A lot of confession and profession without faith. Let me teach you something. Come, son. Let's say God gives this brother 30 million francs as a blessing. And this brother used that money, clean himself. It's good. You can't help somebody without helping yourself. You can't remove dirt from somebody's eye without removing from your eye. It's very normal. This brother used all that 30 million on himself. And none in the family benefited from that money. Nobody benefited. And suddenly, all those things this brother bought, for example, the land he bought had been sold to other people twice before he came and bought that land. So he bought the land for 10 million. They came and seized the land because it was sold already to other people. Many other people It was sold to them before he came and bought the land. So the land is gone. He used another 10 million and bought a car. The car got accident, went into an accident, and the car destroyed. The other 10 million, he used it for his babies. You know, when you have money, you don't have only a baby, you begin to have babies. That is the grace of money. He didn't help anyone in his family, but he's a Christian. Think about that. Who will boast tomorrow about his faith? Who can follow God tomorrow because of his faith? Instead, your life will cause others to run away from God instead to come to God. Because those who are back in your family, they are orphans, they are less privileged, they are widows, whom you will have taken one of their children and trained, even for 1 million or 500,000. But you use all the money for yourself. And now everything vanished. Which name would they give you? A bad uncle. That is life. Let's learn to share. A life of giving is a life of faith. When you give, you realize that you are protecting your life at the moment and in future. Tell your neighbor, when you give, you protect your life at the present and in the future. I can hear you. When you give, you protect your life at the moment and in the future. Clap for Jesus Christ. I can hear you. Clap for Jesus Christ. When you give, you protect your life at the moment and in the future. Giving beautifies your destiny more than prayer. Giving beautifies your destiny more than prayer. Prayer prevents you from falling into sin. That's why Jesus said, pray lest you fall into temptation. But giving beautifies your life. Giving beautifies. It adds flavor. It adds beauty to your life. Giving. When you give, you are not giving to the person you are seeing. You are giving to your generation yet unborn. Tell your neighbor, when you give, you are not giving to the person you are seeing. You are giving to your generation yet unborn. But many of us don't know this. The Bible said in the book of James 2:15-16, it said, how can it be that your brother in faith, your brother, say, I am sick, I'm hungry, I don't have a dress, and you tell your brother it is well with you when you have the means to help? Many of us will do that. When people come to our houses and they are hungry, you tell them, God bless you. Does that person need God bless you? The person is not cursed. The person is hungry. Give the person food. We have faith. We don't have that life of giving. That is what is everywhere today. You can sing, you can profess faith. I'm a pastor, I'm a deacon, I'm a prophet, I'm an apostle, but give. Give. That is where the problem is. When you give, you prepare a better tomorrow for yourself and your generation yet unborn. Tell your neighbor, when you give, you prepare a better tomorrow for yourself and your generation yet unborn. If I'm correct, let me see your hand. Tell your neighbor behind you, when you give, you prepare a better tomorrow for yourself and your generation yet unborn. When you give, you feel what we call the joy of salvation. A stingy man is always moody. He's always moody, a stingy man. A stingy man is always moody and has a lot of sicknesses in his body. A stingy man is always moody and has a lot of sicknesses in his body. For Jesus to select who will lead the church, he was looking for a giver among the apostles. Jesus looked at the apostles. He knew his time has come to leave the world. And he asked Peter, do you love me? He was looking for someone to hand the church. He never looked for he who can pray. And Peter said, yes, I love you. He said, take care of my sheep. God cannot entrust your family blessing into your hands if you don't have the spirit of giving. God cannot give you that which you are looking for if you don't have the spirit. There are a lot of people that can pray, but they can never give. Even to their own children, they are stingy. What has giving done against your life? Who told you that giving is bad? Giving can never be bad. What you even give is not compared to what will come. What you give to your fellow human being, you are giving it to yourself and your generation yet unborn. You don't know. Ask your neighbor, who have you helped in this world? I can't hear you. Who have you assisted in this world? It's like you don't know what I'm saying. Rise up on your feet. Leave this neighbor. Come. Somebody you have not talked to since morning. Go and warn that man with green. Who have you helped in this world since you were born?
In this world since you were born.
Speak with anger, sir.
Who have you helped in this world since you were born?
You two ask him, who two have you helped?
Who two have you helped since this world you were born?
All right, this is what you will do now. Move to any person your spirit is against. Warn the person. Who have you helped since you were born? You do not leave and make it go. Warn it back. 1, 2, go. Don't leave the person. Warn the person back. Who have you helped? Voila. Camera, come. These two people are doing it correctly. Camera, come. Camera, come. See something. These two people, they do it very well. This is how I want you to do it. 1, 2, go.
Who have you helped since you were born? Who have you helped since you were born? Who have you helped since you were born?
Tell me.
Who have you helped since you were born? Tell me.
Tell me.
I know like I so.
But you say you are a Christian.
Then you say you are a Christian.
You have not helped any person.
You have not helped any person
Correct.
since you were born.
Who have you helped since you were born?
Correct. All right, clap for them. Clap for them. Clap for them. All right, now look your own neighbor where be don't vex you for Cartier now. If na your woman don't vex you, go now for ye. Disgrace ye. Ask kids. You say you are a Christian, a prophet, a prophetess, an apostle. Since you were born, who have you helped? 1, 2, go. Make man not near me, oh. One. Amen. Viewers at home, nag your hand for yourself. Call your name, no fear, but to the pastor. You don't have who. Ask yourself that question. Call your name. Agbo, true, so. You say be pastor. Who you don't help him? Talk your true, not lie. You not be lie for yourself. For your family, don't have who. Talk your true, Agbo. Talk you are true. You don't help who. Since you be pastor, who you don't help him? I want you to use your name now. Do the same way I have done. 1, 2, go. In Jesus' name. Have your seat. Thank you. Can you see? We are guilty. Depuis matin, quand j'ai arrivé ici, j'ai dit, le chrétien, ce n'est pas la personne prier tous les jours. Voilà. Mais le chrétien, c'est le chrétien, c'est les hommes de foi. Maintenant, foi, c'est quoi? Foi, c'est l'habitude, tout donner, tout give. Voilà. Est-ce que ça va? Oui. When you say, let me talk in French, please. The Francophones feel as if we are not with them. Let me be with them. Give me 5 minutes to translate what I have preached in French. À partir du matin, j'ai prêché ceci. Depuis le matin, quand j'ai arrivé ici, j'ai dit, le chrétien, ce n'est pas la personne prier tous les jours. Voilà. Mais le chrétien, c'est le chrétien, c'est les hommes de foi. Maintenant, foi, c'est quoi? Foi, c'est l'habitude, tout donner, tout give. Let me start where I ended. I want to speak in French now. Be very serious. Everybody be serious. J'ai dit depuis matin, quand j'ai arrivé ici là, dans l'église, le temple de Dieu, à policier non. Aïe! Ouais. No encouragement. J'ai dit, le chrétien, c'est pas les hommes de prier tous les jours. Tout le monde est prié. Mais le bandit est prié. Le sorcellerie est prié. Le marabout est prié. Parce que le chrétien, c'est les hommes de foi. Maintenant, foi, c'est quoi? Please, my stomach is burning. All right. Maintenant, foi, c'est quoi? Foi, c'est la vie. Le chrétien. C'est pas la chose de la mort. Hein? Du le monde, or c'est quoi? Anything, you take it. Foi, c'est la vie. Dis ton voisin, foi, c'est la vie. Hein? La vie des chrétiens. C'est pas la vie du monde. Hein? Voilà. Maintenant, quand tu as foi, no, ça va, I have to mix it. There are anglophones in the house. I have to mix it, we must be balanced. Quand tu as foi, tout le monde dans ta vie must to enjoy. Est-ce que ça va? Quand tu as foi, ta mère must to enjoy what you have. Ton père must to enjoy what you have. ton mari, ton épouse, tous les ton must to enjoy what you have. L'homme de la foi, c'est pas l'homme de stingy. Hein? Take your own, I take my own. L'homme de la foi, c'est pas l'homme de stingy. Tout le monde est stingy, c'est pas le chrétien. Le chrétien, il ne stingy pas. Le chrétien, il donne. Est-ce que ça va? Mais aujourd'hui, l'église, c'est pas ça. L'église, aujourd'hui, c'est je suis reçu. Non. Tu reçois quoi? Tu ne donnes rien. Tu donnes rien, tu reçois beaucoup. C'est quoi? Le homme de Dieu, le chrétien, c'est le homme de foi. Foi, c'est la vie. Le chrétien, c'est pas la vie du monde. Quand tu as foi, to share what you have, to love your neighbor, to forgive all man. Est-ce que c'est clair? Applaudissez pour le prophète Boris. So, do you understand my message today? So, when you live here, you don't tell somebody I'm a man of faith. They don't speak faith with the mouth. They speak faith with action. They don't do what? Tell your neighbor, they don't speak faith with the mouth. They speak faith with actions. Because with the mouth, even the devil can say, I have faith. But with action, you will now know a true child of God and who is not true child of God. Because faith is given to the needy, the less privileged, the oppressed. That is faith. Faith is given to the needy, the less privileged, the oppressed, who are in need. When you give to them, that is faith. When you clothe them, that is faith. When you take care of the sick, that is faith. When you give food to those who are hungry, that is faith. When you give medicine to those who are sick, that is faith. Faith is not prayer. Clap for yourself. Thank you very much. Now, I want to leave you. When you live here, act faith. You have been acting prayer. When you live here, act faith. You have been acting prayer. And what is faith? Let us start in the church. Maybe after you finish here, let me tell you something. Please. After you finish here, for example, if you want to get that spirit of giving, you want to start with it. Start in the church. When you finish here, just your wristwatch, just remove. Look for a brother that does not have a wristwatch and give. When you start with that spirit, from here, I'm just giving you some vibes. Just turn around. Brother, do you have transport to go back home? If he says no, remove 500. And give to him. You realize that spirit, you picked it from church. When you go back, it just becomes natural. Are we together? Yeah. After service, what do? You just look around. This brother may not have transport to go back home. Your spirit can tell you. You approach him, sir. Can I be be of help to you for transport? Oh, how did you know I needed transport? 500 francs. When you start like that, it becomes natural. It becomes natural. But when you pray, you cannot give. You pray, you cannot forgive. You pray, you cannot help. Which faith do you have? You pray, you hold grudges. Which faith do you have? You pray, you cannot forgive your parents, your brothers, your blood brothers, your aunties, your cousins. You cannot forgive them. Which faith do you have? That faith you are professing, you are deceiving yourself. It's a matter of time. I leave you in spirit to meet you back in spirit in Jesus Christ's name.